Hey guys, so this is a quick video on This Girl Can set text, which is component 1, section A. We're going to go over the product context, representation and media language. So these are just quick videos to help with revision. So context notes. This Girl Can is a national campaign by Sport England and is funded by the National Lottery, and it makes no money at all. This is really important because we need to understand that most other campaigns and stuff that we look at in this first unit is kind of to sell something or promote something. Even Pride is kind of selling the magazine and is there to make money. This makes no money at all. It is simply to try to increase participation. So Sport England researched why there's such a big gender gap between participation and found that 2 million fewer 14 to 40-year-old women take part in sports regularly than men. 13 million women said that they would like to do more sport, and around 6 million of these are not currently active at all. So this campaign was made using data. I think that's really important to understand, that it's not just a kind of assumption by a government or something like that. They realised there's a gap, they researched it, and then they began to address it. When they did the research, they found that the number one fears of being judged in the barrier for participation. So women felt like if they were to participate in sports, they would be judged and ridiculed maybe, and feared that kind of element of it. I think that kind of can be reflected if we look at society and stuff like that, and the idea of how we prioritize men's sport over female sports, so there are less kind of positive role models. So that is one factor which could contribute towards it. When doing this campaign, they use real British women as opposed to actors and models, and that's such a good way of doing it, addressing that previous issue just mentioned. But a fear of judgment, by using actual people, it shows that anyone can do it. Whereas if they were to use kind of sports personas or models or people that had unrealistic body expectations, it could then have a negative impact. In addition, with the research, as a result, 1.6 million women have started exercising more. So this clearly shows that the campaign worked, it was researched well, and it's effective. The number of women playing sports and being active is increasing faster than the number of men. So clearly this is working, it's addressed the gap, and is very positive. So we're going to think of this one in terms of representation as a very positive message, and consider how it's kind of building this positive message. So we're going to quickly look through some examples. I'll stay on them for maybe 5-10 seconds, but the idea is to show that this campaign is slightly different, but they have similar conventions. So it's got the This Girl Can, the kind of clever catchphrase, a kick right in stereotypes, and an image. Once again, hashtag fit got real, This Girl Can. So it's got the same conventions, but then this time it's in a real setting, showing that anyone can do it, real models again. I don't let bumps slow me down. As we can see, we're going to kind of go through the next one. They're all very conventional, they all have a similar theme to show that it's part of the campaign. However, they are all saying the same message. So representation of this one, it's got a large central image and is a mid-shot, and it shows her importance. So that's really important, that we're kind of focusing on individual people, and it then directly addresses the target audience. The mise-en-scène of body language and facial expression shows that she's clearly having fun as well. When we think of exercise, typically it can be something that's quite daunting, something that we feel like we have to do to be able to get an ideal message. However, this one is showing that exercise can be fun. That is also really good because it's encouraging the target audience. So representation, it goes against Mulvey's male gaze. Now remember, when applying a theorist, you're doing it as an evaluation. So you're not necessarily saying Mulvey would say, like, this goes with Mulvey, this agrees with Mulvey. You can include a theorist by going against it. This would actually go against Laura Mulvey's male gaze. It's showing that you're still applying that theoretical perspective, however in a different manner. It's got a geometric triangle, and shows that she is within that, so it shows that she is the most important, as well as being centrally framed. So this goes towards layout and design. Typography is large font and mantras, something to motivate yourself. So sweating like a pig, feeling like a fox. So language, it tackles something negative, sweating like a pig. This would have negative connotations. However, when it goes with the outlook of feeling like a fox, kind of confident, sexy, kind of appealing, that is kind of showing that it's positive. It then uses alliteration again, which is kind of more catchy, more confident, and it's going more likely to be memorable. So these are all typical conventions that you would see in an ad. This one's together